There's a lot of great places in the world. You know that, Tony. You've traveled all over the place. So has Perry, and the great Philly waters for your work and for vacations. But I feel the most comfortable and the happiest when I'm in Toronto. I sound like Barack Obama. I was watching him in a speech the other day from the golf course. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the situation. We're going to contemplate how we're going to arrive at a solution for the situation. But I can guarantee you the situation will be solved until there is no more situation. So he knows how to talk about situations. And he has a lot of situations while he's golfing. You know, I was a big fan of his, just to do a 45-degree turn on the conversation.
Sure.
Fan of his. Big supporter of Barack Obama in his first election. Very, very, very disillusioned in his second term. The guy has, like, the world's pretty messed up right now. You have to admit, even if you're the most frivolous and egotistical person, you got to be afraid of what's going on in Iraq, what's going on in their backyard in Ferguson, and some of the shit that people are saying, you know, in social media. It's bizarre. Stuff that I can't even fathom as a human being. He should be not golfing right now, since he got elected for a second term. It seems like he said, and this is my view, it seems like he said, elect me a second term, I'm going to help you. I'm going to do some great things. And once you got that second term, you just decided to be a pro golfer. What's your view on that, Perry?
I would say that if there's a problem with the electoral system in the U.S., it's the fact that you can have only 2 terms. So effectively, if you get through the first term and you get reelected, you're playing like the final 9 and you can coast if you want to. There's really...
You say he's coasting? Don't give me a political answer, a bureaucratic answer. Talk to me like the Perry that I love. Black and white. Is he coasting?
I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying on the back 9, he's coasting.
But isn't he coasting because he can't get any cooperation from the different levels of government that he needs to get things done?
Well, he hasn't had...
Well, if you say that to Phyllis Esposito, he'll tell you to fuck off.
No, and that's why I'm asking the question, because I don't know.
I am not an expert in American politics, so I don't know how their system really generates facts and how their system generates from A to B solutions, right? But I can tell you, the president is the most powerful man. The president of the United States of America is the most powerful man in the world. And if you're a guy who makes things happen, you're a guy who makes things happen. I'm agreeing with Perry, and I'm agreeing with Phil Esposito that Barack Obama's coasting. And it's sad, because I really thought he was the real deal, and I'm stupid. Because I was, politicians.
So if you think he's coasting, I guess the question is why?
Because he can.
In my view, well, you know what? Ask Billy, because Billy's got a good answer. Billy, why is he coasting, and is he coasting in your view?
Well, he certainly is coasting, and I think that's flattering. He's got a difficult situation because he wants to get whatever Democrats he can get elected this fall. And if he pulls, if he's got more boots on the ground, he's in big doing for that. But I was like you, Frank. I was very much willing to accept Obama in the first election. In the second, I was not, and I'm glad I wasn't, because he deceived and fooled a lot of people. I don't see him anymore as a facilitator of keeping everybody honest with the United States, but with at no time will there be any force. And this ISIS thing is really going to be his legacy for the second term. He has to do something about this and do it very hard, and that's something that he hasn't done since his re-election.
Anyways, listen, guys. Its bottom line is, if you look, he's the president of the United States of America, and he should love his country. I don't really give a shit if he's in his second term. He shouldn't be coasting. And if I was the president of the United States of America, I would have been in Ferguson immediately as the president of the United States. And rather than turn it into back and forth of two different sides, and there is two different sides, I would have tried to defuse the situation and instead of letting it get that way. And what's going on in Iraq is disgusting. And I got to tell you something. That tape that was put on the internet of where they beheaded that poor guy, I would not allow that if I was president of the United States. I would not allow that. I would not allow that. It is horrible. It was horrific. It was the most horrific thing I've seen in all my life. I don't know how it affected you guys, but it terrified me. And I feel sorry for that man, that great man, an incredible human being, and his family. It was pathetic. It was scary, and it was depressing.